What's up guys, Matt back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a tier list ranking of the Ichiban Kuji Super Dragon Ball Heroes 4th mission. Before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell, like the video, comment your thoughts down below for us to discuss, follow me on my socials, and consider becoming a YouTube member to enter into our monthly giveaways and Discord server so our community can help you on your Dragon Ball figure collecting journey. So as you guys can see right here, we have our tier list. This was a very interesting Kuji. I don't really know a better way to describe it without being mean. Unbiased thoughts. I'll give this a rating at the end of the video. We're going to rank them from 6th to 1st place in order, but this was the last Ichiban Kuji that I did not review before I went on hiatus on the channel. I don't expect to ever do that again, so make sure y'all subscribe and stick around, help build our community. This channel's doing better than ever, so I'm just thankful for all you guys and the community that we're building. But besides all that, this Kuji was the last one that I did not review in 2022 before I left, and coming back to it, it's just like, ooh. Man, like, this is definitely a step back, in my opinion, for Super Dragon Ball Heroes within Ichiban Kuji. I think 3rd mission is still the best Super Dragon Ball Heroes Ichiban Kuji. It was probably the first really good one, but since then, this one's not that great at all, and the new one coming out is better, but not as good as 3rd mission, in my opinion. But we'll see when that gets here. I'm excited to review any new figures coming out. So let's dive into this thing. 6th place is probably going to come as no surprise if you guys have been watching my reviews. If you haven't, check the card above so that you can watch those reviews. But last place is going to be the Xeno Gogeta, the regular E prize, Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Gogeta. So as you guys saw in my review, I'm just tired of seeing this sculpt. This is the 3rd time that we've seen this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta sculpt being used. The first time was the Greatest Saiyan. They changed the head sculpt, they changed the arms, and that was it, I think. They still use the body and the legs of the Greatest Saiyan Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which is one of the greatest Master Release figures you can get. Definitely the greatest Gogeta figure you can get, but this is a blatant copy outright of the Omnibus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which I wasn't that crazy about anyways, but this is just like, they just took it and changed the colors, and it's super lazy. And Xeno Gogeta has been in a Super Dragon Ball Heroes Kuji, and they've done this before. The very first Super Dragon Ball Heroes Kuji had a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta regular prize, and then the last one prize was a recolor of the same character pretty much, and they are doing that again, and I'm just so tired of seeing it. I don't hate the figure. I just think compared to other Ichiban Kuji, it's really lackluster. So it's going to stay in 6th place, and right above it is the last one prize, the Super Full Power Limit Breaker Saiyan 4 Xeno Gogeta. What a mouthful. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this as a last one prize either. It's definitely a little more unique because his hair sculpt is a little bit different, and he has that glossy Limit Breaker color. I don't think any of the figures in this set really pull off that color and that paint style really well. So far, I think the only figures that have really done a great job with it are the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Vegito from 3rd mission, and maybe even the Broly, the last one prize Broly from that set. This is just kind of lazy. Not only are they doing the same sculpt again for Gogeta, but it's the last one prize, and as a last one prize, it's not that exciting. I think everybody in the community loves to see a last one prize when it's something like Shenron or Porunga or Majin Buu, like a unique figure that's not a resculpt. It's something to get excited for that makes you want to pull all the prizes in an Ichiban Kuji if you're in Japan. So yeah, it's very lackluster. It doesn't look that great, and in fact, the likeness on this one, it's probably a QC issue, so if you own these figures, let me know, but the likeness on 5th place Gogeta here is not as good as the likeness on 6th place, but he is at least a little more unique, so I'll give him that, which makes him slightly better than the regular prize Gogeta. However, I still don't really like him. As you guys saw in my review, I gave him a pretty mid rating, so you guys can check that review out as well. But let's move on. Fourth place is going to be another figure that has quite a bit of the same problems as these Gogeta, and it's Goku. So Goku, and I just want to be clear that none of these figures are bad. Just as a collector, and I've been collecting since Master Leagues has really started back in like 2017. So I have seen and owned a majority of the Master Leagues figures. So this Goku, it has a lot of the same problems as Gogeta. First of all, he already had a release in the same form, same character in Super Dragon Ball Heroes the year before this one, within third mission. And I think that figure kind of looks a little bit better than this one. But both of them are obviously reusing some assets from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the Greatest Saiyan, which is fine. Hey, it's a great sculpt. But doing 2 years in a row of the Limit Breaker Goku just is kind of odd to me. You know, it's fun when fifth mission takes like, hey, we're going to do Rose Goku Black, but you know, he looks a lot different, and his mask is off, and his shirt's off, and it looks like a whole new figure pretty much. So you only can really see that it's a recycled product when you take a closer look at it. Whereas this, it's just like, it's the same figure, just a different head sculpt, and they made his arms go up. It's super lazy. It's not exciting. You know, no one's going to pick this up if they've already picked up the third mission Kuji. Now, some people might prefer this from the third mission Limit Breaker Goku, but you know, they're pretty much the same figure. You just kind of have to pick, okay, which one do I like more if you want to get these. But it's just a little uninspired. It's not very exciting. The figure is fine, you know, in a vacuum on its own, but when you put it in context as a collector who's been looking at Ichiban Kuji and Master Leagues as a whole, it's just super underwhelming and not that fun. And obviously he's recycling pretty much the entire figure from the year before. So it's a little odd to do that, but it is what it is. He's going to stay in fourth place. Third place is going to be the Limit Breaker Xeno Vegeta, who does carry a lot of the same problems as the other ones. He recycles the Greatest Saiyan, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which is an amazing figure, but at least this is the first time that we've seen Xeno Vegeta as an Ichiban Kuji. I don't think we've seen him before as an Ichiban Kuji, so that is nice, and it's his unique form from the show. I don't think the form is all that unique, to be honest, but it is new for him, so it's not as bad as Goku, and definitely not as bad as Gogeta, so it is just kind of sad that this is the one of two Vegetas that was released in 2022 within Ichiban Kuji. I don't understand why Bandai and Toriyama just don't like to put Vegeta in the spotlight, and if they do, it's just so that he can get ragged on and make Goku look better. Like, Goku's my favorite character, but I love Vegeta. Like, have some respect, man. There's so many different forms and looks for Vegeta that we can get. So that's not really a jab at this figure, because I know what kind of Ichiban Kuji this is. So let's keep that in context. The figure looks great. He is reusing some of the Greatest Saiyan, but other than that, at least he's a little unique. He's a new character in a new form within the Super Dragon Ball Heroes series of Ichiban Kuji, so I think he does deserve that third place spot. But I think a lot of the Super Saiyan 4 figures in this set have been filler. That's really how it comes across, in my opinion. The two that we're really paying attention to are Super Saiyan Warrior in Black and Super Saiyan 3 Rose Crimson Mask Saiyan, aka Bardock and Goku Black, respectively. So I think these are the ones that most people are interested in, that most people would probably pick up. I might be wrong, but they're at least the most unique ones, and you can even tell just looking at the screen. You know, the colors and the characters are very, very different now. So second place, I am going to put the Super Saiyan 3 Rose Goku Black. So the reason that he only gets second place is he is a pretty blatant recycle of the Super Saiyan Rose Crimson Mask Saiyan from the year before from the third mission Ichiban Kuji. The only differeces are this one doesn't have his hand in front of his face. Instead, it's kind of pointing down like he's about to do his key sword that Goku Black is pretty popular to be known doing. I don't know what kind of sentence that was. He does that move a lot. This like the scythe and the blade. So I think that is an iconic pose. The face, I think literally the only difference of the head sculpt is the hair. Everything else is the same. And obviously he has no eyebrows. But I think the face is almost exactly the same. They might have changed a couple things and just reused a lot of those assets. The entire body is the same other than the arm, and the head sculpt or the hair sculpt is different. So it's not a bad figure. It looks pretty cool. The hair stand is pretty annoying. There's nothing like wow about this figure. And now that we have context of the brand new Super Dragon Ball Heroes Ichiban Kuji, he kind of feels irrelevant. I know technically it's a different form than the full power Super Saiyan 3 Rose that we're getting, but that figure looks a lot more unique, even though it is reusing the initial Crimson Mask Saiyan's legs. I think it still comes off as pretty unique and different. So with context, it makes this one look irrelevant and not quite as good. So all in all, not a bad figure. I just don't think it's the best in the set. The best in the set is definitely the Super Saiyan Warrior in Black, in my opinion. So Warrior in Black, it's a brand new sculpt. This is his debut within Ichiban Kuji. It's Bardock. It's technically our first Masterly's Bardock. I wish we had a different Masterly's Bardock, you know, either from Dragon Ball Super or is it History of Bardock? What is it? What is that OVA called? Man, I don't even remember. But yeah, but the Bardock special. I wish we got one of those first. Hopefully Bandai has that on the mind and they're gonna do it eventually. But this is our first Bardock. He's a Super Saiyan, which is cool. I really love the colors and the sculpt of the Super Saiyan head. I think his look is pretty unique within the Super Dragon Ball Heroes line of Kuji. It's a very different figure, and you know, I'm a big fan of Bardock, so I love seeing this character, whether he's not his regular iteration or Dragon Ball Super iteration. This is still a nice to have. He certainly stands out from the rest. I think he has the best paint and shading out of everybody in the set. He's the most unique figure, and you know, there's really nothing to complain about. I don't think they're recycling anything. It's a wholly new figure. He's the only figure in the set that I don't think recycles anything. So definitely the best one in the set. But this is my tier list. We've got Gogeta, Limit Breaker Gogeta, Limit Breaker Goku, Limit Breaker Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3, Rose, Goku Black, and Bardock is number 1. But guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. As a whole, I'm going to give this set a 2.5 out of 5. I think it's a very mid set, so I'm going to give it a mid rating. It's not the best Ichiban Kuji. It's not the worst Ichiban Kuji, but definitely the worst one from 2022. I am planning on making a 2022 worst to best Ichiban Kuji ranking video and a top 10 figures of 2022 from Ichiban Kuji. So look forward to those 2 videos in the future. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know your tier list, your ranking for this set, and what you would rate this set. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, please remember to like the video, comment your thoughts down below, and of course, share this with a friend, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget that we're doing a monthly giveaway. These are our prizes that we're doing this month for the giveaway, so make sure you become a YouTube member today, hop into the Discord server, and take part in our giveaway on this date. But until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.